Hey guys.
Then take off your covers. Then take off your covers.
Riley does not want to go to bed. I don't know if it's a phase she's going through or what, but she doesn't want to sleep in her bed. She gets up in the middle of the night and doesn't want her door shut anymore, so I don't know. But anyway, hi. I am back for part 4 of our skincare series and talking about our morning routine and what it should look like. So I'm going to give it a second. Hi. So morning routine. So we've already kind of covered everything we've done up to this point. Really has kind of been talking about our nighttime routine. So using a cleanser, an actual cleanser, not a bar of soap, not water in a wash rag, but an actual cleanser. Exfoliating a couple times a week, and then using a serum and a moisturizer. So those are all things that you're going to want to do at night. In the morning, ideally you are using your cleanser and your toner for your skin. I think I missed that step. It should be cleanser, exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week, your toner, then your serum, and then your moisturizer. Anyway, in the morning you're going to want to use your cleanser and your toner. Now I'm going to tell you that I don't do that. It is ideal, and you should, because you want to wash your face and whatever has attached to it, the oils it secreted, things like that at night, you want to wash that off. I'm busy. My mornings are crazy. I have 2 kids. I work full time, so I am up. Usually I've slept through my alarm because I hit snooze too many times. And I've tried all the tricks in the book, y'all. They don't work. I do not get up with my alarm. It's my bad habit. So usually I'm running late. So I am, looking for ways to cut corners. And I don't wash my face in the morning. But I do make sure that at night I go through my whole routine. So if at night I don't wash my face, then I do take the time to do that in the morning because I want my face, to be fresh and clean. So anyway, when I get up in the morning, last night we talked about serums and moisturizers. It's the same thing today. It's just different products, but still a serum and still a moisturizer. So you're going to use your Instant Lifting Serum. Now this one is a daytime formula. It is used in the same way though. I'm not going to use it since it's nighttime. I don't want to do that, but this one comes with a pump, and it just pumps out, can you see that? So it comes out with a pump. You need just a squirt, maybe 2, very little amount. You rub it between your fingers. And this is creamy, whereas the serum last night was a liquid. This one is very creamy. So you kind of rub it together and then you dab it in underneath your eyes. And this formula is designed to do the same things. It's reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's got all the good stuff in there. There's a B3 in here that's going to help protect your skin. But this works a little faster. So whereas our serum that we use at night targets that deep moisture and long-term results, this gives you more instantaneous results. So when you put it underneath your eyes, it goes ahead and it starts to shrink up the bags and things that we normally have in the morning and helps reduce that puffiness. And it starts working right away. So usually within 10 minutes or so, I can tell a difference. Some of that puffiness has gone away. So this I pretty much only use underneath my eye. Now, if you have puffiness other places, around your mouth, things like that, you can do that. So you put this on, and then you follow it up with a moisturizer. So last night we talked about our time correcting night cream. Hey, Jamie. Which I love. It's deeply moisturizing. It's awesome. It's for night. During the day, you want something with an SPF in it. And I know it's winter time, and so you're probably thinking, I don't even go outside that much. I don't really need an SPF or a sunscreen. And I'm just as guilty. If I go somewhere and it's not hot outside, like in the summertime, if I'm, going to an outdoor anything, I slather on sunscreen. In the wintertime, I don't even think about it because it's not hot, so it doesn't cross my mind. But we still need SPF even in the wintertime. So get a good daytime moisturizer. This is lighter weight than the moisturizer we talked about last night also. So you want to make sure that you have an SPF in it. Now, I know a lot of people would really like to use the same moisturizer that they use at night that they also use during the day. And I guess in theory you could do that. I don't recommend it. Hey, Lorraine. Because you don't need an SPF at night. Your skin needs different things at different times of the day. So in the morning you need that SPF because you're going to be going outside. Even if it's just walking from the car to the building or, whatever, you're still going to be outside at some point. So you need that SPF to protect your skin because nothing ages us faster than UV rays. They just don't. It is not good for your skin at all. So you don't want to age prematurely, which is essentially what you're asking for if you're not using a sunscreen or, products with an SPF in it. So do yourself a favor, get a moisturizer that has an SPF in it. That's what you're putting on in the morning. Like I said, this is going to be a lightweight moisturizer because it is for daytime, so it's perfect to put on underneath your makeup. It's not going to leave your skin feeling oily or greasy. And this one is our hydrating day cream. This is what I use in the wintertime because my skin is a bit drier in the winter. I need a little bit of extra moisture. But we also have one that's called Renewing Day Cream, and it is for more of the normal to oily skin, but I actually use that one in the summertime because it's so humid here. There's already so much added moisture to the air that even though my skin's kind of dry, that one does the trick for me in the summertime without leaving me extra oily or greasy. So depending on your type of skin, depends on which moisturizer, but I hear this all the time. I have really oily skin, so I don't need a moisturizer. Wrong. Wrong. You still need to moisturize. If you are skipping a moisturizer, then you're not doing yourself any favors because you are telling your skin that you need to keep producing that oil because it needs the moisture. So if you start using a moisturizer, use one that's designed for oily skin types, but that helps balance out your skin so that it starts producing the amount of oil that it should. So if you have oily skin, it's important to still take care of it and still moisturize it so that your skin knows that it's going to get the moisture it needs and it stops creating an excess amount. So that's not to say you suddenly won't have oily skin, but you will see a decrease in it because you're treating it the way that it should be. So no matter what type of skin you have, you need a daytime moisturizer with SPF in it. And just like before, you're using your serum and then your moisturizer, not the other way around because you've got smaller molecules in the serum than you do in your moisturizer. So you want the smaller ones going in first so it penetrates deeper, and then your moisturizer goes on top of that because the molecules are bigger. That's the idea, Lorraine. You should want to take better care of your face and your skin. You only get the one skin, and you want to keep it as youthful as you can for as long as you can. I always tease my husband, he doesn't take care of his skin, that, when we're 50, I'm still going to have the skin of like a 35-year-old, and he's going to look 80 because he doesn't wear sunscreen and he goes out in the sun. So it's true. You want to take care of it. And so like I said, ideally in the morning you're still cleansing and then toning and then doing your serum and your moisturizer. I don't have time for that in the morning. So I'm guilty of not cleansing my skin and using the toner. I skip right to the serum and the moisturizer. But yeah, so you're just tapping in that serum and then covering with a moisturizer. And you don't want to skip the moisturizer. I can't say that enough. Even if your skin is oily, you still need a daytime moisturizer. Kylie, you cannot use a bar of soap. That is not good for your skin. That's stripping your skin of everything that it needs. Bars of soap are just not good for your face. So stop doing that. You need to invest in a good cleanser and start taking care of your skin. I get that all the time, Lorraine, as you know. People always think that I am younger than I am, so both of you are bad. Quit doing that. No bars of soap on your face. No bars of soap on your face. It's not good for you. It's not good for your skin. So we want to take care of it. So once I've done that, then I'm ready to go. At that point, I'm ready to put on my primer. I am ready to put on my makeup and go from there. Yes, Kylie, I do remember my freshman orientation. So, you guys, I went to the University of Georgia for college. My sister is 4 years younger than me, almost to the day. She's on the 21st, I'm on the 27th of February. So we are 4 years apart in age. So I was starting college. She was going into her freshman year of high school. We go to my orientation for college, and they handed her the packet. They thought she was the college freshman and that I was the little sister. So I've had this my whole life. And, when I was 20, didn't so much appreciate that I looked younger than I was because, when I was doing things like trying to get into bars that I probably didn't need to be in anyway, I looked like I was 12, and everybody always said as you got older, you'll appreciate it, and I can tell you that now that I'm in my 30s, I do appreciate that people think that I'm younger than I am, but it starts with good skincare. So take care of your skin. So morning routine, like I said, can be super simple, super fast. This takes me less than 2 minutes to put the serum on, put the moisturizer on, and then I'm ready to go on to my makeup or skip that step if I don't have time for it. So there you have it. Tonight's was short because morning routines are easy. And then tomorrow I'm going to kind of just do a wrap up on everything. So I hope it's been helpful. I hope y'all have learned something. I'm glad to hear that some people are at least inspired to start taking better care of their skin because of this little series. But I was getting so many questions the last couple of weeks. And like I said, this weather is crazy. In North Carolina, it was 0 degrees on Sunday morning. That was our low, but I mean, it felt like 0 degrees outside. Today, our high was 71 degrees. So in 4 days, we went from 0 to 70. Insane weather. But that also wreaks havoc on your skin, so it's important to just take care of it, be treating it right, make sure that it's getting what it needs, so that it doesn't freak out when the weather freaks out. But I've been getting tons of questions, which is what prompted this series. So I figured if I'm getting asked by a few people, it probably means a lot of people have similar questions. And, not everybody's going to message and ask. So anyway, here I am to give and I'm not like an esthetician. I'm not a skincare expert or guru. It's just things that I've picked up. And because I do really care about my skin, I've done a lot of research. So yeah, you know what, Lorraine? My heater was on all day today in my office, and Donna didn't want to leave the office because she said my office was so cozy and warm. She didn't want to leave. So, yes, my heater was going too. So, like I said, this one was short. I didn't have a whole lot to say tonight, so hopefully if you're just tuning in, go back and watch from the beginning. It wasn't long. It was pretty short tonight, just talking about daytime serums, daytime moisturizers, even if you have oily skin. And I can't stress that enough because, like I said, that's probably the biggest pushback I get with moisturizers is I have oily skin, so I don't need it. And you do still need it, so don't skip that step. Just make sure that you have the right moisturizer for your skin type because that does make a difference. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're watching the replay, do me a favor and let me know below. Make sure that you say replay so that, oh, I'm back. And then also, any of the videos that I've done this week, any of those lives, feel free to share them. That's probably the biggest compliment and what I appreciate most from you guys. So have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow, probably very briefly though, because we're just going to kind of wrap everything up that we've talked about. Good night.